Hello people of the internet, I am back with another cubing video. I haven't done really any video in a while, but it's gonna be about this one. I just got these two today actually. I was too excited to get my tripod and make an unboxing video, so I kind of just like unboxed it myself. So I didn't really, there's no video of that, but I just want to say right now, these puzzles are amazing. Shengshou Master Kilominx and Shengshou Kilominx, missed, white. Turning quality is great and it is amazing overall. So just say that right now so I don't have to make a whole video. But I'm gonna have a whole video it's gonna be more of an example solve rather than a tutorial, but of this one. Because, I don't know, that's how excited I am about these puzzles. I also got some Lubical silk. I was gonna get some a long time ago, but that was when it was discontinued. So they finally brought it back, and now I can't use it till I find my 3x3 that I lost, so. I'll keep the Kilominx here for reference of the color scheme. I don't really need, well, I'll need this for, you'll see. So Megaminx and Teraminx, I don't really need. So I'm actually gonna lower this a little bit because it's really far away from my tripod. There we go. Now I can just be right here. This is more comfortable. So I'll just have this here for color scheme reference. I could just use the Gigaminx too, since I need it for both things. I'll keep that right there. They're the same size, by the way. For any of you who didn't know. I just need the Elite Kilominx and then everything else above that Shengshou will make. So let's just scramble this, I guess. Alright, it's a pretty good scramble. So, I will also be going over the corner parity, because I actually encountered that my very first solve. I've only done one, I've done 2 solves on this. I just did one like 5 minutes ago. I did one solve on this, and it's tedious, if I do say so myself. But 13 by 13 is worse. That's like the second most tedious puzzle that I have. But there is corner parity on this, which I was kind of surprised, but I was thinking that also as I was solving them, like, is there corner parity? Because I know there's no edge parity on these puzzles for some reason. So I was kind of questioning myself about corner parity, but so I will be starting with the white center, which I already see that there, and I can just easily pair this up. I usually like to make groups of 3 centers and then make another bar and then line it all up. So to start that, I guess I'll do the purple center first since it's right here. So I start off by making a bar and then inserting the 3rd corner, or center, corner, same thing. And then I make the last bar and then insert it to that slot there. So now we got yellow here. I usually start with yellow, but I gotta memorize my color scheme. Because if I get the first layer down, I already know all the opposites, I just don't know what order it's supposed to go in. Quite well, at least. So where's the last corner? The last corner is here. Move that bar out of the way so I don't ruin it. And then insert the last bar. There we go. So next, I hold it like this, I guess. I guess I should probably put it like this, since that's how I'm gonna be holding it. So that's blue. So I got that center there, put this bar in to make the 3. And then we gotta find, I see that one there, I already saw that. And we make the last bar, and then insert it into that slot. There we go. So now we have red. I already know this one's going to be green, because it's the last one. So I can just make that bar, insert the third corner, and then make the last, oh, gotta watch out for that. Do it like this. I almost ruined the yellow. And then insert it into there. Oopsies. There we go. So now I did something wrong. I must have accidentally moved something, but let's just fix that blue. There we go. So I can already see we have this here, because this is green. There's this third center here, and I did see this. There it is. There's the last one. Make the bar. And then we gotta insert it into here. There we go. So we have 6 centers completed. So now I can just move on up to here. So I already know that orange is in between yellow and purple. Because on a regular Megaminx, whenever I finish the first 2 layers, I usually start with the orange, yellow, purple parts of it. But I'll put it right here, just in case if you need a reference. I guess that'll work. I don't know. So we got that bar. Let's put that third center in, and then the last bar should just be an easy thing. So next we have green. Honestly, I probably know the color scheme for the top half rather than the bottom half. So I should probably starting with that one. So I put that bar in. So now I have 3 there. And I gotta make the last one. Gotta insert that last bar. Next is pink. Yep, I knew it. Alright. Insert those to make that. Kind of vague, but I really don't care. And then we gotta match the last 2 centers to make that bar and insert it. And then we can make that bar right there. And then insert that third center, make that bar, and insert it. There we go. Now we're on to the last 2. So actually that's an easy case. But you would do it like, let's just like scramble this up a little bit. So if you were to, I mean, I guess this would be pretty simple anyways. But if it's something like this, you would basically do it the normal way for the last 2 centers for the reduction method, or at least the one that I use. There's just like an algorithm you can use. I don't know. It's pretty intuitive though, to be honest. But we have all the centers, and it's time to do edge pairing. And edge parity will be last. So I can already see these 2, so I can match that up. And I also see this, so I may as well do that before I slice back, and I can create that. I see these 2 right here. Okay, not really much I can do before I slice back. Let's see. This is the worst part about solving the Kilominx, is looking for all the edge pieces. The edges took me like at least 45 minutes. Oh, I see the pink there, and what was I gonna say? Something about the reduction method. So for the reduction method, if you don't know how to solve like bigger Minx puzzles like this, it's basically exactly the same. Just imagine like these are all the top edges and these are the ones that you're solving. And if you use, I mean, I don't really think there's a Yao method for this, but you would do the same thing basically, where you would match up the edge and then replace it with unsolved edge and then slice back. And then when it comes down to the final ones, hold on, let me find a edge pair here. There we go. So when it comes down to the final ones, like you have all these ones solved, and then like these ones are almost solved, but you don't want to ruin them. You basically do the same thing where you take its position over, and then flip the edge, and then move it back. It's as simple as that. And then same thing here. You put it in the position, flip it, and then slice back. Let's see. What else do I got? I'm probably like very blind and all of you are just screaming at your screen. There's a pear right there. Oh, there's that one. I thought I saw that. And if you want to know the flipping algorithm, if you don't know, for some reason, it's a pretty simple algorithm. R, U, R prime, F, R prime, F prime, R. I can do it quicker on cubic puzzles. This is pretty hard to turn, but when I do it on the 4x4, it's really, really fast. I don't have that my 4x4 is over on that table over there. I see the, oh, there it is. I thought I saw it. So, I did that, by the way. So I see this green and purple edge. Actually, I want to try something. You could probably do some kind of 3-2-3 thing here for the Yao method. You got this gray and cream, I don't know, cream color. Is that what it is? Let's look for this green and cream or the orange and light green. I mean, it takes a while to look for pieces. There's orange and light green right there. Insert that edge so we can get the pink and red. Here we go. I probably should have sliced first before I started looking for the edges, because most people slice, insert the edges, then slice back to have them all solved. But I like to do the first three, insert the first three edges, then slice, and then when I go to insert the rest, I slice the other way, and then all the edges will be solved in 2 slices. Takes a little bit more looking around and planning, but whatever, it's easier for me. Cream and green or gray and light blue? Somewhere. There's cream and green right there. So I can... Where does that... Okay, so that goes in like that, and then I can slice over, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 edges already done. And then I would do like this blue and gray, put into there, and then the next one there, and then slice back, but it takes a lot more effort to do that on these types of puzzles. There's so many edges. So let's see. Oh, I see this. Probably move to like something different. Let's see, what else is there? I'll probably do a couple more. If I don't find anything else, I'll probably just simplify this. There's this one. So if you're speed solving this, I would suggest doing the simplification step at the beginning of your edges, which I guess I can show you now because I am blind and can't find any pieces. So I would pick the white center to put edges. You can do it with any one of them really, but I'm going to solve with the gray on top, all the rest of the edges. Then you put edges in places like on the second layer. You don't have to be the correct edges, not till the Megaminx stage. And then you put the edges all around here. Just reduce them to as much as you can. We got that one. And there we go. So we got 4 there. There's 1 here. Oh wait. I can pair it up with another one. Put it there. So if we make 4 more, you can put edges there and there. So let's do this one. And then I gotta make one more. Alright, now I can pair these up, put them in there, and then we have 2 more slots, which I can easily just solve 2 right there, and then pair them up and insert them. Okay, so now we have 10 edges, 5 around here, went a little bit off camera, sorry, 5 around here, and 5 on top. So, what we would do here is as if you had a cube and you had, if you're using the Yao method, I guess, you have all your cross edges solved, or just 4 edges solved on the bottom, and then you have the 4 edges around that you're working with, and then the 4 on top to like store them. That's basically what this is. So all these edges are solved, and you have these ones, these slots to work with, and these ones to store them. Generally the same idea. So we have that. Let's get that one. Well, there's the white and yellow right there. We got yellow and purple right there. Then we have these 2, the gray and blue. Okay, so now we have all these stored, one of them solved right there, but now we do the last 5, or last 4 in my case. You do the last few edges like you normally would. So let's just start with this cream and blue. It goes here, so you bring its position over. Do the flipping algorithm. Do that. I may as well. Is there a more efficient way I can do this? Let's do this. Flip that piece and put it in its place over here. And then you can just turn that twice. And then these 2. We need this one to go over here, so you put its position here. Swap them, or flip it, and then put it back. So now we have all of our edges done. I hope. It's kind of confusing when there's only 2 of them. The Kilominx is easier to tell, but... So then we start our Megaminx stage. I'm not that fast at Megaminx, but I have a lot of fun solving these. Except for the Kilominx. Well... I have a little bit more fun solving Kilominx now that I have the Teraminx, because that one takes longer. We got that edge in, then we got that, so we have that edge in already. That edge, and then this is how I do my F2L, because I usually do whatever's there, whether it's an edge, a corner, or a pair. But I usually do edges, so I don't have to rotate the cube when I'm inserting my corners. And it doesn't matter, because then when I go to insert edges, instead of rotating the cube, I can just like do the entire top 2 layers. But it's easier for me. Plus, there's a higher chance of having edge pairs like this. Like they're different colors, but it's an actual pair that would insert 2 pieces in the right place. There's a higher chance of that, and I'm actually getting pretty good at noticing those. Which is why, I don't know. Especially when I'm doing 4x4. No, 4x4 is worse, because sometimes I get the color. No, I don't get the color scheme wrong that often. And then, so yeah, then I would have all of the corners, and then I'd find this corner and this edge, and then try to make an F2L pair out of it. Where, there's the corner. Where did the edge go? Oh, it's right there. So, I'll just, close enough. I'll just do that. Alright, so now you have the first 2 layers done after you insert the edges and the corners. So now what I usually do is, I usually start here, and then just work my way completing everything except for the last layer. So I would start by inserting that corner, and then finding the other two edges. Oh yeah, if you've never solved the Megaminx, it's kind of a tutorial here too, or example solve. So I'm not really giving any algorithms. I may as well with the last layer. I'll do the parity one first. So then I have those three, and the green, I would either get these three or these three and insert those two last, but depending on what I have, right now I can see that this needs to go here, so, oh wait, no it doesn't, it needs to go there. That's what I was trying to do. And then just insert this corner. And then I would come over here and insert that corner and find the edge, which is right here. Okay, now we do pink. So we got, see this, I'll just come over here and do, oh, the edge is right there. Right next to it, I could have, whatever. I need that corner, pink, blue, and green. The blue, oh, there's the green. So we got that red. May as well do that. Oh, wait, where's the edge? What am I doing? There we go. I immediately see that corner right there. Oh, I did it wrong. I need to practice my F12. It's terrible. Let's see, what's next? So we have this in there. Wait, that corner goes over there, so we can just... So this is... To put this in here without breaking anything, you would have to turn the face up as if it was rotated this way. It's really simple. You have to... It's pretty intuitive. It doesn't really require much explanation. There we go. Let me do the last two things just like normal. Got this corner here. And then the last corner, oh, it's there. Then we need the blue and cream edge. If I don't get edge parity in this solve, I will show you it. If you ever solve 4x4, you should know what, not edge parity, corner parity. You should know what corner parity looks like, and I don't have corner parity. Dang it. I mean, that's a good thing, but I don't like corner parity. And I need to show you guys if you don't know how to deal with it. So you got that. Let me just do the corners. Okay. So, oh, whoa. Almost knocked everything over. So, it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple puzzle, just may take some time. Not as much as the Kilominx, that's for sure. But, I will be right back and I will show you the corner parity. Okay, so here is the... This is what parity looks like on the Kilominx. Exactly what you'd expect. Two edges flipped. It could go the same with, let's just say this is your front edge. Basically any two edges are flipped. It could be these two, these two, these two, these two. As long as there's only two edges flipped, and you won't be able to solve it using, well, yeah, you won't be able to solve it without screwing things up. And if you use the beginner's Megaminx method, which I do, because I'm a noob. No, I'm kidding. But if you use the beginner's Megaminx method, where you do the edges first, you'll be able to tell really quickly. But if you use any different method, or even if you're just speed solving this thing in general, I wouldn't suggest using what I'm about to show you, because you'll be able to figure it out by the time you have the star on the top, cross, I guess, I don't know. You have to have the gray on top, and then you have to like get all of your edges done besides 2. That's when you'll figure it out, unless if you're smart enough to figure it out before, or if there is a way. But that's when you'll be able to tell. So you're basically almost done with the solve. You just have to do the corners and orient them. But the way I am about to show you will screw up the entire top layer and these 2 little sections right here. So you'll have to reinsert those and then do the entire last layer all over again. But it's pretty simple. I mean, there is an algorithm for it, but I don't like memorizing algorithm, or I do like memorizing. Let me restart. There is an algorithm for it, but I'd rather know a concept rather than an algorithm. So basically, what you're doing is you're basically swapping these 2, because, you know, it's parity. But I'm going to show you on a Megaminx. Ooh, do I show you here first? So you're basically swapping these 2, which is why it'll screw up all this, because stuff you have to do. But basically what you're going to do is you got to swap these 2 pieces. So you would bring it over and then do the edge flipping algorithm. You know, algorithms you already know. And you slice back. And then you want to swap these 2, basically putting everything back. Everything back in its place. So you solve the parity. Now if I do that on a Gigaminx, you can see what it does. That's basically what it does. So it switches the outer edge pieces, but the inner edge pieces are okay. So, yeah, that's basically what you're doing, but the inner edges don't really count because they're not part of the puzzle. And then you would just go ahead and then solve the rest of it like you normally would. Oh. So yeah, then you would insert these back in, and then you would orient the edges correctly, and then you permute the edges, doing it the slow way. Wait, what am I doing? The orange is over there. There we go. Wait, no. That's not right. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Okay. There is... I keep moving it off camera. I'm sorry. So, and then you do the last edges. Oh, duh. Then you'd orient the corners. Or no, permute the corners first. So, right now I have none of them done, so it doesn't really matter what I do. There we go, now I have 2 of them. And then you just orient them. And it's as simple as that. So all you're doing is basically just, imagine you're just swapping the middle edges, and you would do that by putting one in its place and then replacing it with the other. It's basically all the parity is. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I explained well enough on how to solve this for those of you who didn't know. And I hope I explained the parity pretty well too, if that's what you're here for anyways. So if you want me to do an example solve of any of these puzzles, or any other puzzle that I may have, then feel free to let me know down in the comments. Meanwhile, I'm going to go watch JR Cuber's 11x11 bump cube full solve, because that just came out in the middle of my recording. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.